My name is Al Massey, and I'm 60 years old right now. And at the age of 55, I went to prison for the first time. I don't really look like your typical prisoner because I grew up in a nice home. I was given everything. During that time, I started to drink. My drinking escalated, and then I went into cells with the Katy Railroad, and from there, I was entertaining continuously. All this culminated on October the 31st of 2003 when I left some clients at a restaurant, and I was heading out for a night of entertainment since it was Halloween night. I ran into the back of a stalled car, and the car burst in flame, and I flipped over 6 times and walked away with a concussion. The young lady that was in the car wasn't very fortunate. She died a horrible death as she burned to death. I was sentenced to 6 years in prison for intoxication manslaughter. So on my 55th birthday, which was Easter Sunday, I was in Garza West, and my dad came to visit me. He came to the window because you couldn't have contact visit, and he looked at me behind a glass. And he told me 55 years ago I looked at the son that I loved so dearly. And he put his hands up to the glass, and I touched him, and he told me, "I love you more today than I loved you then." That was a changing point in my life. I knew that God had a purpose for me, and it wasn't doing what I had been doing in the past. And I was lucky that in prison, an organization called PEP came in and interviewed me.
What PEP is a nonprofit organization that was founded by Christians, and they work within the Texas prison system, and they work with certain participants that qualify within prison in a 5.5-month entrepreneurship training program. It focuses on character development and life transformation and prepares them for being contributing citizens when they're released from prison. And I first heard about PEP just about exactly a year ago. As I read about it, it seemed to really strike at me that it was time for me to get more involved in serving God by serving other people. And I brought together my faith, and I brought together some of my business skills, in the hopes that I'd be able to contribute to PEP and to the lives of those individuals in prison.
To this day, I'm so happy that I found PEP because it showed me that everybody deserves a second chance. Before I came to PEP, I was a selfish individual.
I was a very lost individual. Before PEP, I was a functioning alcoholic.
PEP has done a lot for me. It also helped me to become a very good servant leader.
Another thing that PEP's been for me, it's really like hope, because before I went into prison, I didn't have too many positive people that could really show me step by step, hey, you can do this or you can do that.
I've been fortunate to know Larry Schaefer because he has dedicated his time to show us how much he cares, because prisoners, when they get out, don't think people really care about them.
Even if it's difficult, even if I'm tired, and even if I really don't have the time, once I get face to face with these men and I'm able to spend time with them, hopefully I'm giving them hope, but they are energizing me.
I became a man that was fully redeemed because they gave me pretty much a second chance.
And the transformation that I saw in their lives, I was hoping to go there and give them a lot of hope, but in turn, it completely revitalized my life.
We found hope. We found that we are a part of society, that we can be an integral part of society and something to be proud of. And today, I'm back in the field that I was in when I went to prison. I spent 35 years in the transportation field. And one of the members of this congregation reached out his heart to some other prisoners of this program and gave us an opportunity.
There's a place for you through this church, through our community, to bring hope to others. And I want to challenge you to do it because it's the most exhilarating thing in the world to know that God is using you, and it's a great way for God to bless you back.